Visit CCGCastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit CCG Castle for more. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. Today we'll be looking at another deck for the Primal Clash Shown format, and this time we have Bisharp's Retaliation. So I made this deck and I actually gave him the name Bisharp's Retaliation. So basically Bisharp from the Steam Siege, a new favorite card, I should definitely say that. Dual type, Darkness and Metal. With Evolutions, one of the best budget builds that you can actually get for a Primal Clash on standard format, because with the Retaliate you can hit for 180 and pretty much one hit knockout any EX expect for that freaking huge big Wailord, but even Wailord is not that playable anymore because there are no more AZ, Super Scoop Up and stuff like that, but pretty much you can one hit knockout almost 5 different Pokemons. You can hit for the weakness, those who had a weakness on Darkness, Metal, Fire, Lighting, and a Water type deck. So pretty much 5 different decks. So you can hit Volcanion for the one hit knockout, you can hit Mega Rayquaza for the one hit knockout. Trust me, you have Bursting Balloon, so you'll probably hit for the one hit knockout. You can even hit Mega Sceptile. You can hit pretty much every popular deck in the standard format that will be played in the Primal Clash Shown, so you should definitely be like a boss playing this budget build and letting your opponent frustrated by knocking them out with this Retaliation. So basically with single energy you can hit for the 90 if one of your basic Pokemons or evolution was knocked out on the turn before. So basically even with the Match Glove you can hit for 120 and that attack will not be affected by resistance. This is also good just in case you didn't lost anything turn before, but pretty much with a single energy you can do 180 if you have pretty much any of your evolutions, or for example if your opponent is weak on the Darkness or Metal. With supporting Pokemons, I actually play 2 Octilleries with the Pizzle hand as usual in my budget builds, and of course 2 Eevees following with the 1 Jolteon, a Vaporeon and Flareon, so I can have even 4 different in total types in play. From other cards like item cards, I'm playing of course 1 Captivating Poképop, definitely very strong card. If you start first you get Captivating Poképop. I don't want to play more than 1, 1 is just a sweet spot. If you get it turn 1 it's good, if you get it like in a mid or late game I guess it's not that good anymore. But pretty much with Captivating Poképop you can just surprise your opponent, put any basic Pokemon on his bench from his hand. You can pretty much place Shamans on the bench, Hoopers and stuff like that. Escape Rope is always good, especially if you play against Glacian. Escape Rope can help you a lot, so I would highly recommend to play 1 Escape Rope, but we also have Pokémon Ranger for situation like that. 2 Level Balls, just because we need to search our deck for Eevees, Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, Pawniard, or Octillery line. Super Rod, you need to have at least 1. I would like to have 2, but I didn't find space for double combo. 4 Trainers Mail, same as the 4 Ultra Balls and V-Seekers, pretty much this needs to be standard in this deck. So you need to have 4 V-Seeker if you want to play competitive. I mean, if you want to play budget build, you definitely need to have at least 4 V-Seekers. So if you're new to the game, I highly recommend to buy 4 V-Seekers. You definitely need to have them if you want to play competitive. Giovanni scheme ×1, because sometimes you can hit pretty much for like 90, but you're short for like 20. For example, to one hit someone with the Fighting Fury Belt, so Giovanni's game will definitely add those 20 damage, so you will be able to hit for 220, and in my opinion this is very good. The only problem I guess would be that Zygarde EX, because you don't have the grass Pokemon who can actually hit Zygarde, but it is how it is. It cannot be at the best deck. It's always something that can actually counter other decks, so there is no I guess perfect deck to play. Hex Maniac, it definitely helps a lot, especially if you start first, get Hex Maniac, you can shut down your opponent's chances to set up Shamans. 1 Lysandre, 2 Ents, 1 Ranger as I mentioned earlier, so you can actually one hit knockout that Glacian, so you don't need to worry about Glacian because you are playing a Bisharp which is stage 1. So Glacian will definitely be the big problem right here. 4 Sycamores, 1 Wally as a tech, just in case you get it. You can hit turn 1 a Wally, but even in the mid or late game, if you get Pawniard on the bench from your hand, you can attach Energy V-Seeker for Wally, get Bisharp, use Retaliation, and pretty much hit for 180, and pretty much one hit knock out your opponent Pokemon. Silent Lab ×1, Don't need to run too many stadiums. I just decide to stick with the one Silent Lab, so basically I can shut down my opponent's abilities in place so he cannot set up on the turn 1. If I get Silent Lab in a turn 1, it's good. Turn 2, 3, it's always good. To counter his stadium is also good. Also 4 copies of Bursting Balloons, which will definitely be the big deal right here in this deck, trust me. You just need to have them, they will help you a lot. 2 Float Stones, so you can actually have free retreat on your Flareon, Vaporeon if you need them, or of course Octillery. And of course 8 basic Darkness Energy, so you can actually attack and use them with your Bisharp. So as usual, if you're looking for any of these cards, you can find them on CCGCastle.com with 5% discount on purchase by typing TCG Center 5 code. We have exclusive code for a long time, so you should definitely check out the store. You can find the link in my video description. You would probably help me a lot if you do that, so you should definitely check that out. So let's do some game tests so you can actually see how this deck will work in the action. Alright guys, so I'm calling the heads as usual, procedure, and I'm starting first, which is always great, just because I can set up on my turn 1, that's awesome thing. So there's a Pawniard, there is Level Ball, there is Remoraid, Hex Maniac, and also Bursting Balloon, and the most important energy card in my hand. So I guess I can have pretty decent hand, and pretty decent turn 1 and turn 2 Octillery with the Beazle hand in play, which is very fantastic. So I can definitely surprise my opponent with playing my Hex Maniac and preventing him maybe from playing those Shame for the setup. And this is very important in my opinion, so let's see what I can top deck. Oh, I can top deck Ultra Ball, which is great. So I'm definitely looking forward for my energy attachment, or maybe not. If I decide to play my Ultra Ball to grab something like, well, I can even go without energy attachment. I can go with the Level Ball for Eevee, just because I want to have my Jolteon in play. And I don't even need to attach energy right here. I can just go with my Hex Maniac. But I do have space for that Hex Maniac, so I'm definitely looking forward to play Hex Maniac turn 1. And I'm more than happy with that. So if he decides to use his Oblivion Wing, he probably will not be... it would not be smart for him, because he should take 60 damage counters back. There's a Fighting Fury Belt, which is a good thing. On the other side, I'm looking forward to grab just the Ultra Ball Octillery, so I can have a Beazle hand for like 5 on my top deck, which is very good. So that Hex Maniac definitely hurts, because he cannot play pretty much Ultra Ball for shaming. Oh, there's a top deck Sycamore. I guess I can take a risk by grabbing with my Ultra Ball, first Octillery, and then go with my Beazle hand, and then actually go with my maybe V-Seeker for Sycamore for 7 new cards. So I can have like 12 cards in the turn 1, actually turn 2. So let's see what we can get with the Beazle hand. Alright, not bad. So there is a Float Stone, a double Trainers Mail. So what can I hit with a double Trainers Mail? I guess I don't need N, and I don't want to use N right now because I'm going to play my V-Seeker. Super Rod no need to take, so I'm going to play my V-Seeker for Professor Sycamore. And I'll be able to grab 7 new cards. So I need Jolteon, and I need... no sign of the Jolteon, but there's Ultra Ball and Vaporeon and a N. And I guess I'm going to grab in this situation my Bisharp. I need to apply some damage actually, and I will put on my bench another Eevee. Of course, energy, and I will hit for the 60 with my Match Blow, so pretty much a lot of damage, because next turn I can actually one-hit knock out my opponent. Yveltal, just I need to get my Jolteon in play. This looks pretty promising. So there's Ultra Ball. As you can see, he had that Ultra Ball probably even on the turn 1 in his hand, but since that Hex Maniac was played, he was not able actually to use it. And the good thing is that he actually decided to discard another Ultra Ball and Starling Megaphone. That means that I will have my Float Stone attached on Octillery, which is great, to see always. So there is Ultra Ball, Shame is set up for 3. Zorua, alright, Trainer's Mail. Okay, Professor Sycamore, pretty nice. The big problem right here definitely would be that Zoroark, so I definitely need to get knockout over that Zoroark as soon as I can. So maybe top deck actually something like oh, there's even reverse Wally, so I guess he will does 10 damage less, or yeah, probably. No, never mind. So let's see what's the top deck. Top deck is an Ultra Ball, which is very good. Just because I can play my Abyssal Hand, I can get 3 cards, and I can play my Ultra Ball right here. So there is top deck Jolteon, which is very nice. And there is another Ultra Ball. So I guess I can play the Ultra Ball, but the problem is that I don't have another, actually, I don't have another Octillery in my deck, so I guess I will just try to search another Pawniard, attach that energy. We'll try to get another Bursting Balloon right here, because this is very important. No sign of the Bursting Balloon, but there's a Silent Lab and Captivating Poképuff. So I guess I'm going to grab my Silent Lab right here, and I'm also looking forward to grab my another Trainers Mail. I'm looking for that. Well, I was not able to get one. I was looking for that Bursting Balloon, but unfortunately I was not able to get it. So this is going to be a Silent Lab. Let's see what we can get with that. Super Rod, pretty much nothing. So yeah, pretty much Match Glow will not be affected by resistance, but it will be affected by weakness, so that's 120 damage on his Yveltal. I'm taking first prize. There's another Pawniard. So if he comes with his Yveltal in the active spot, probably I'm going to one-hit knock him out next turn with my Bisharp sitting and ready on the bench, which is definitely great move. So there's another reverse Wally. Alright, and there's Professor Sycamore, so fresh hand of 7 cards, and he actually didn't decide to put another Zuru on his bench, which is probably, which is very interesting, I should say. So there's Evil Ball for 120, he actually decided to use Evil Ball. I don't know why. He should definitely go with the Ice Cyclone. I guess he don't know how strong actually Bisharp is. So there is even Bursting Balloon, so that means that I can one-hit knock out his Yveltal right now. And basically, I can do the great job right here. So I'm going to put back into my deck Pawniard, Bisharp, and one of my Darkness Energies. And I'm going to play my Abyssal Hand for 3. So it definitely needs to have energy for next turn, but no sign of the energy. So I guess I'm going to play my... and my opponent actually have a pretty big amount of the cards in his hand, but I'm also looking forward to get an energy so I can attach it to my Pawniard, and there it is, which is very good. So I will just retreat, hit for the knockout, and basically grab 2 prizes. So 180, enough to one-hit knock out his Yveltal. Even if I was short, like for maybe 10 or 20 with that Fighting Fury Belt, I had that Giovanni scheme in my hand, so I would just be able with V-Secret to grab it and play and increase damage for 20. So there is one more Darkrai on his bench, but the good thing is that I have also that Lysandre sitting and ready in my hand, so I can just Lysandre his Shaman for 2 prizes and I will be down to 1. But before I do that, I definitely need to knock out his Zoroark, but that would probably be the easy part, because he's going to take 6 damage counters back of my Bursting Balloon, so I don't need to worry too much about that. So there's a Mind Jack, there's a knockout. That Darkrai, it probably will not be able to do too much damage, I guess. So I'm going to put my Eevee in the active. I'm going to put my Pawniard on the bench. There's a Bisharp as a top deck. There is even another Octillery, and I have another Bursting Balloon ready, so I'm going to retreat on my Bisharp. Let's see what we can get with the Abyssal Hand. Alright, not bad. So yeah, pretty much retaliate for another knockout. So I'm down to 2 prizes, which is very good because I have this Lysandre in my hand. I also have double Octillery in my hand, so all I really need to do is just Lysandre his Shaman for last 2 prizes. But before I do that, I actually need to get another Bisharp in play. So he can hit right now. Oh, there's a Lysandre, so he's looking forward probably to knock out my Pawniard, but that will just do the favor right here because I'm going to knock out his Shaman pretty easily. Next turn, oh, there's N, so I first need to get my Lysandre. So let's just take a look how many Trainers Mails I have. Oh, pretty much none of them. Oh, yeah, pretty much he played actual Lysandre, so he's not able to put that N right now. So all I can do is play my Bursting Balloon. There's a Lysandre for Shaman, and this is pretty much a game. So I can hit with my Retaliation for like 180. And yeah, as you can see, this is a very badass deck. So let's try to play one more game with this deck before the final conclusion of it. Welcome back, guys, to the game number 2 for the Bisharp's Retaliation deck. So I'm starting again first, as usual, because I'm always calling the heads and my Pikachu is always good and nice to me. So let's take a look at the opening hand. So there's a Pawniard and Eevee in the opening hand. I really like that captivating Poképuff as a tech in my opening hand. So I'm more than happy to play captivating Poképuff on the turn 1 and actually surprise my opponent as a big one. So I also have that Ultra Ball, so probably I will just search my deck for the Remoraid. So let's just first see what he have in his hand with that captivating Poképuff. Oh, very bad opening hand for my opponent, I can definitely say that. So that means only one thing, that I'm going to play my Ultra Ball. I'm going to grab, there's a Flareon, which is very good. And also 2 Octilleries and 2 Remoraids in my deck, so I really like that. So I'm definitely looking forward to grab as fast as I can another Eevee and another Flareon on my bench. This is very important. I will even play my Silent Lab right here to shut out my opponent. Also Bursting Balloon, just to put him 6 damage counters if he decides to attack. And for turn 2 I can have pretty explosive. I can grab Ultra Ball for Octillery. I can even go with my Abyssal hand, and after that I can go with my V-Seeker for Sycamore. Oh, he managed to top deck. Random receiver for Lysandre. Knowing that he pretty much don't have anything in his hand, he can definitely try to Lysandre my Remoraid, hit for the 20, maybe get heads and pretty much sleep me and poison. So he can definitely do the good job right here with that Lysandre at least. So let's take a look. I mean, if I'm my opponent in this situation, I should definitely play Lysandre. So you don't have nothing to lose actually. So you should probably just stick with the Lysandre on Remoraid and hope that your opponent will not be able to wake up, or maybe just get Octillery and Float Stone so he could actually retreat. Alright, so finally he decided to attach Grass Energy. I don't know why he actually think that much, because it's just logical that you need to play Lysandre and you sleep poison on your Remoraid, opponent's Remoraid, and that's pretty much it that you can do. So top deck Float Stone, so I guess he does not have that much luck, so I will play my Ultra Ball for Octillery, and to be honest, I will give him opportunity right here with my V-Seeker for N, so I will give him the chance to get 6 new cards, just that this game can actually last a little bit more. So let's see what we can get with the Trainers Mail. There's another Bursting Balloon, very nice. And there is a V-Seeker for N. Alright, so as usual, I'm a very kind person, so I actually decide to give my opponent a chance to get actually in play maybe something else, maybe 6 new cards. So as you can see right now, I was not able in this situation actually to get what I was looking for. So I'm going to put another Pawniard, retreat my bad boy Octillery from the active spot, and I'm going to hit with the 60 with my Match Claw right here. So at least I gave him opportunity to grab 6 new cards. Maybe he's able to right now get support a card or anything else. So there's a Spirit Link, so he can actually evolve into Mega Sceptile. He can even use that Jagged Saber, knock me out. But I guess There's Ultra Ball. Let's see what he will get with the Ultra Ball. But I guess on the other side, even if he do that, he will take 6 damage counters back. And that means only one thing, that I have a Beazle hand possibly for 4, maybe even for 5 if I top deck Ultra Ball. But if I top deck Ultra Ball, it's pretty much GG, I guess. So there's another Sceptile, putting it on the bench. I already have like 2 Bisharps in very bad position, so Mega Sceptile and Sceptile EX in play for my opponent. Let's see what he will do in this situation. If he decides actually to retreat on the bench, that would be the best thing for me, I guess, because I have that Lysandre and I would have play for 5 cards. And I would need just a single Flareon for the one-hit knockout, but now he decided to use the Jaga Saber, so he's definitely looking forward to attach 2 energies on his benched Sceptile, so he can have accelerated Sceptile for the next turn. He took 6 damage counters from the Bursting Balloon. I'm going, of course, to promote Octillery in the active spot just because I have free retreat on it. Very nice. There's a Trainers Mail as the top deck, so I'm looking forward for... I don't need Ranger. I need just a good Abyssal hand. At least the Seeker would be great. So let's see. There's a Sycamore, and there is another Remoraid. Okay, so there is my bad boy Flareon. And there is a double Bisharp, which means double trouble for my opponent. So what I'm looking forward for that knockout with my Retaliation. So Bisharp's Retaliation for 180. So that's pretty much a one-hit knockout. And I totally forget to use my Trainer's Mail right here to actually maybe get that Bursting Balloon. So probably I wouldn't get it, but who knows. So there is one more energy attachment. And will he be able to maybe get another Mega Sceptile in play? Who knows. But pretty much without Mega Sceptile, I guess this is GG if he knocks me out. Since I don't have any of the special conditions, he is not able to hit for the one-hit knockout, just for the 60, or with the Sleep Poison. I guess Sleep Poison is the best thing that he can do, but on the other side I have Escape Rope in my hand, so I can take advantage by playing my Escape Rope. So there's N down to 4, he's going down to 5, I have Octillery, so I don't need to worry about that. So there's another Escape Rope and Octillery, following with the Bursting Balloon and a V-Seeker. There's a Muscle Band, so which means that that will be 80 damage, still not enough for the one-hit knockout. Unseen Claw for 80, that means only one thing, that I'm going to play another Octillery. I'm going to attach my Bursting Balloon, I'm going to play my Ultra Ball, and I will take pretty much Jolteon. So I'm looking for that energy card, and I will hit for 120, and if he decides actually to attack me, he will knock himself out, so that's pretty much all that I need to get. So there is a energy, and there is even Ranger, but I cannot play the Ranger. I will just hit with that Match Glow, I guess, for 120. And next turn, if he decides to attack my Bisharp, it will knock himself out because of that Bursting Balloon, so I'm more than happy, and this will probably be a pretty quick and short GG, so I guess not a big luck from my opponent. He had a bad draw, but definitely he was not able pretty much to do anything against this Bisharp Retaliation deck. So I hope you guys enjoy watching it. It was definitely very interesting to play with this deck. It's a very strong deck for the Primal class strong format, trust me. Since that Bursting Balloon cannot be scrapped, you can do pretty much magic with those budget version of the decks in a future format. So I'm more than happy to show you my ideas and my budget builds for the next upcoming Primal Clash strong format. This is definitely one of the best decks that you can get for the budget if you're actually a new player. So I definitely highly recommend something like that to for the beginners and for the new players, and also for the people who cannot afford expensive cards like a full Mega Rayquaza deck or or Dark Red Giratina, Volcanion, and stuff like that. So once again, don't forget to hit like button and share and like this video, of course, and subscribe to the channel, the most important thing if you like it. And that's pretty much it. Stay tuned for the more videos in the future. If you have any questions, don't forget to leave comments below. Let me know what you think about this deck list. Till the next time, have a nice day and good